Hello, hello, hello. It's me again. This is Real Talk with Amiri. One more time. Today's topic: why are white people racist? I didn't want black men to feel like I'm just ragging on them. There's a lot of things that are just wrong in society, in the world, that I think. And disclaimer, let me put up my disclaimer again. This is not all white people. And I think all white people to an extent do benefit from racism because you're white. So maybe it is all white people. There are probably levels of racism or inherent things that you really don't realize that you're a part of racism. You keep racism going. It's just a part of the system. It's the way the world goes. It's the way America goes. But that's my topic for today. Why are white people racist? And how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Still a lot of things. There's always something going on in America. I seen there was a shooting the other day. A young baby boy, 18 years old, young white racist. Or that he thinks he's a racist. White supremacist. He thinks he's a white supremacist. Goes out and shoots people in a grocery store. I'm gonna go kill some black people for white racism. Doesn't make sense, but I'm gonna talk a little bit about that. Don't let me forget. But I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's thinking about their lives. I hope everybody's changing, wanting, and doing something different. Excuse me. Just starting to think, like I said the other day, I don't think we think anymore or ever have. What do you want out of your life? What are you going to do? Dang, I forgot where that paper was. I don't think I put that up. But just what are you going to do with your life? You're going to continue the same? Some people, you're 40 years old, 50 years old, 60-year-old, doing the same thing. Unfulfilled, unhappy, supposedly unhappy. What are you going to do about it? Do something about it. Stop complaining about it. Go do something. Nothing's going to do anything unless you do it. What does TD Jake say? You have to work it. I forget. You got to work what you're trying to do. It's not just going to do itself. But hope everybody's well. Just start changing. Start going after what you want. You want a better relationship? Do something about it. If you're in a bad relationship, do something about it. Get out. Run. But today's topic, why are white people racist? So, let me tell you just a little bit of my history with white people. So growing up, of course, I was in a black neighborhood when I was young. All I seen was mostly black folks. Went to school, kindergarten, preschool. Actually, for me, I don't know if I've had a better experience than most, but I had great white teachers. They cared about me and they pushed me, and they did not let me do anything less than what I could do. It was always, nope, you need to do this, you need to do that. Nope, we're not doing that. They were like my parents, basically. or my mother, they taught me and they expected the best from me. In kindergarten, my teacher at Douglas Elementary, Miss Bates, I still remember my teachers too because they were that important in my life. Miss Bates, she expected the best from me. That was and some things, like I said before, I don't know if anybody has listened to me before, but I don't remember some things. A lot of stuff I don't know if that's my long-term memory, not great. Short-term, yeah. But there were certain things in my long-term memory that I do remember. I got my mouth washed out with Zest soap by Miss Bates, a white teacher. And I don't even remember what I said, but I remember the taste in my mouth. So that never happened again. But whatever I said must have been not cool, because I got my mouth washed out with soap. But I was a good kid. I was a smart kid. But for my experiences with teachers, as far as teachers, white teachers, they were great. Teachers these days, some of them are not that great. And, you know, they cared for everybody. I think it's a different climate these days. Maybe people are more brainwashed into, oh, black people are this. They don't want to learn. Everybody wants to learn. Come on now. Everybody wants to learn. Everybody wants to be better. And how you treat them, that's part of your job as a teacher. But I loved reading. My teachers, I always was one of those students that they sent to go help other people read, or I was reading to them. Even in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, whatever it was. First grade teacher, Miss Bates, white lady, white woman, white lady. That was kindergarten. And then my first grade teacher, Miss Basket, white lady, cared about me. Very nice lady. Then teachers were about teaching back then. Third grade, Miss Metz, another white lady, in these black neighborhoods, mind you, but great teacher. Fourth grade, kindergarten, first, second, third, and third grade, I had Miss Bates again, and it was a mixed class, I believe. Where they tried to put, some of the more upper kids or kids who have potential with fourth grade teacher or with fourth grade students, so they could kind of teach each other and learn more. Love that class. But I had Miss Bates again. I had her twice. And then we went to, or maybe that was second grade, not sure, but I had Miss Bates twice. And then during that time too, which kind of confuses me in some of those years, is that's when they started desegregating or changing the map. So I got shipped off to another neighborhood, Francers Willard, different school, white school. Great teachers there. I had black teachers there. White in the black school, I had white teachers. In the white school, I had black teachers. Crazy, yeah. But I've always had great teachers, and I am so grateful. Especially in those younger years, they pushed me, they motivated me, but that's just a little bit white, how my perception of white people started. I didn't have a bad experience about white people being racist. Now, I would have, as a child, I never thought that those words never came into my mind as a child. Racism. Why are white people racist? Those white people that I met and encountered were not racist. And I'm not sure at that time what I would have called that, but I didn't see any racism. Looking back upon that time, I didn't see racism in those white women, mostly white women, white men too. Mr. Gates I had at a school, he didn't play either, but he was a white man, but he pushed me as well. And I don't know if he had racism in other areas, but he did not show it to me. He expected the very best from me. So that's where a lot of black children learn about racism, experience racism, because that's where they're at all day. They're at school. That's your first place, I think, now that you experience racism is in school system. You're there all day. You experience teachers every day. You experience people treating you different or incorrectly. Just because. But yeah, that was my experience first with a lot of white people, because like I said, I lived in a black neighborhood, black stores, black people. Didn't see a lot of white folks. But my experience was decent, good. I would call it good. And when they started changing the maps, like in elementary school, Central Elementary School, I met a lot of white people. That's where I started meeting more white people, and they got more friendly. I got invited over to birthday parties, sleepovers, and my parents actually let me go. But that's where I started seeing like a little different world, because their house is different than my house, or just different areas. The hood and a better area different. Like the hood in Johnson County, that's different. But those were some of my early experiences. And for me, I was friends with everybody. I didn't care what you looked like, and a lot of this stuff comes from people's parents, racism, people's parents, what they're taught. Kids really don't see color. I have a granddaughter, she's 3. She will go play with anybody. She'll go play with a zebra. She does not care. She doesn't care what you look like, what color you are. She just wants to play. And that's how kids are. So a lot of these things, racism, we're being taught as, I guess, Black America and white America. We're being taught racism. When you hate someone so much just because of the color that they are, you've been taught that. When you come out as a baby and you're 1 year old, you're playing with anybody. It doesn't matter. You're being taught racism. So some of you are teaching racism to your children. Why? And like I said, I had white friends. One of my best friends in elementary school, she was from Laos. Say her. And we used to play every day. That was my buddy. Best friends. No color involved. She was hilarious in school too, you guys. But none of that mattered. It's how you treat someone. And I think we learn a lot, like I said, from our parents, from our atmosphere. But why are white people racist? Of course, we're going back down the history line. When did it start? Why is it still here? Is it ever going to leave? Is racism ever going to change? Is it ever going to go anywhere? I would probably say never, 100% no. And if nobody's trying to do anything different, a lot of white people think that racism no longer exists because Black people are not in chains. We're not being whipped. We're not being hung. We're not being treated a certain way. But that doesn't mean that racism doesn't exist. Just because racists can't lynch people anymore, just because we're not out here calling people niggers anymore in the wide open, or just because certain things don't exist anymore does not mean that racism no longer exists. It does. It just exists in different ways. It exists in people's behavior and finances, economics, GPS, locations. Racism is everywhere. And you've been taught it if you're a racist. Like I said, children don't come out of the birth canal racist. You've been taught it. Young man that went out here and killed people. Let's unpack that. Let's look at that. You went out here and killed 10 people, I believe, mostly black, because you hate black people so much. And again, like I said, when I've been talking about black men lately, things don't make sense. Okay, let's look at this. I hate black people. I'm 18 years old. I haven't even started my life, barely out of high school probably. I'm going to go out and kill black people because I hate them. But who's going to jail, young white racists? Who's going to jail? Are those black people that are dead going to jail? Don't worry, I'll wait. What's the answer? No, you are going to jail for the rest of your life. And they can try to talk about mental illness, whatever. Nope. Somebody said you're a genius. You had on a shirt as a genius. You had a perfect conversation with a black man the day before. So you're not mentally ill. You're mentally racist. You're racist. Someone has warped and contaminated your mind. Another white man, probably. A white woman, white man, whomever. And you went out here and did something that you thought was going to make you feel good. You were going to, I don't know, further white races by killing 10 people out of millions of black people. I don't know how you thought that was going to further your cause. It's not. And that's the thing that white racists don't understand. Killing black people, you can't kill all black people. About to say all. You can't kill all black people. But how does killing someone, white racist black men, how does killing someone help you? You're still you. How does going and killing 10 people help anybody? And like I said, we don't think, white America, you've been taught this for a very long time. America is built on the backs of slaves, built the White House, built this, created this, blah, blah. And of course there was a totally different person back then who thought, okay, we need these people to come work for us. They look different. They may speak a different language. They look different. We can take advantage of them. We can enslave them to come work for us, to do all the work while we sit back and teach them how we want to teach them. We're going to teach them that this is how God wants it. We're going to teach them they're not supposed to read. They're the servant. They're lowly. They're no good. They deserve the scraps. They're here for us. And I'm generalizing, of course, but I didn't really look up anything. Just a couple articles. But that was the gist of it. We're going to go get these people that can work for us. And today's white America, what you guys don't understand is that it's no longer like that. You can't lynch people. You can a couple, but everybody, you can't do what your forefathers did anymore. You can't just go out here and enslave people. You can enslave them in a different way, which is what kind of happens. Making them work the 9 to 5, these manual labor jobs, all this type of stuff, not educating them. So you're still doing some of the same things, just in a different way. Probably some of the things I've heard white people say, oh, they're uneducated, they do this, they do that, they don't want to work, they ghetto, whatever. This is how you guys have treated us. Hello, this is the environment you have put us in. You guys are in control. White America's in control. White America runs the school systems. White America is in control of real estate. White America is in control of finances. So who's to blame? Think about that for a second. You guys are in control of everything. Come on now. Black men, you in control of the black families. You in control of your daughters and sons. You're supposed to be. White America, you create all the schools. You guys are in control of the governments, the local governments, the federal governments. White America is in control of everything. So if something is going wrong, white America, black men, you're in control of it. Hello. Get it together. You done this. You didn't want to give us books to read. You didn't want to do this. You want to put us in poor neighborhoods. You want to put us in schools that ain't shit. You don't care about the test scores. You want to pretend you care, and you don't. So whose fault is it? Whose fault is it the way Black America is? Who doesn't give us homes to buy? Why can't we get loans to buy wealth for our families? Why is there redlining still? Why do we hire based on somebody's name and not who they are and what they bring to the table? White America is in control of everything. So why are you guys racist against black people? We don't have any wealth compared to yours. Education, I'm not sure what that is, but you guys are in control of everything. So why are you racist? You're racist against people who don't have shit. It's stupid. It's stupid. You're racist against black people who don't have shit. That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Are you racist because you don't want us to have anything? Because you don't want us to get on a level playing field? So we can share worldwide resources that are plenty? There's plenty of money. There are plenty of resources for everybody to have something. For everybody to be happy. Nobody's going to be without anything. Nobody. Color, race, or creed. So why are white people racist? It doesn't make sense. Black people ain't got shit. Who are you stopping? Why do you want to kill a black person that doesn't have shit? It makes no sense. And it's laughable at times and cryable. But we don't have anything, you guys. Let me inform the white supremacists. White. We hate black. You hate people that don't have shit. you are really wasting your effort, your energy, and your time, because black people don't got shit. Because you guys control everything. What else can you do? How many policemen do white policemen have to kill? How many black people do white policemen have to kill? What does that solve? You're so afraid of black people who you say are ignorant, unintelligent, violent, nothing, low life. But you guys created us. You guys created who we are. You're in control. You've always been in control. You're always educating us. So whose fault is who black people are? Something to think about. And why would you be racist against people you brought here? You brought us here. We were, I'm sure black folks, Africans were doing just fine where they were at. You brought Africans here, white people. You did it. You did it. You did it. Like black men complain about black women. You created black women. You're not there to take care of them, to protect them, to guide them. You're not there to guide your daughters. So whose fault is it? Why are white people racist? You guys brought us here. And what did you think we were going to do? I mean, at some point, some people should be thinking more logically. I'm going to work these people daily from sun up to sundown, picking cotton, doing manual labor. I'm going to rape their women. I'm going to rape their daughters. Probably rape their men too. I'm going to beat them daily. I'm going to have them in fear of living, of moving, of thinking. I'm going to starve them, basically. Let's look at the logic. I'm going to do whatever I want to them for years and years and generations. I'm going to hang them from trees. I'm going to accuse them of crimes that they did not commit, put them in jail, kill them, cut off their body parts, keep them as trophies. I'm going to impregnate their women with my babies and treat those babies, which are mine. This is how demented some things were back in the day, you guys. And white people, I know you guys don't want to own up to some of the horrible and horrendous things that your ancestors did that you still benefit from. And until white America comes to terms and not just say, oh, I didn't do those things, you're benefiting from those things. Even just being white is a benefit. Even just being white is a benefit. Come on, y'all. We be trying to play crazy like black men. We trying to play crazy. Stop playing crazy. Be accountable for what's done and try to make it right. That's real simple to me. But white America is racist because you guys have started with slavery or whatever before that, but slavery has went on. It had to change at some point because some of you like, oh no, that's not right no more. But you guys still benefit from this system, this white system. Everything is white. There's a benefit to being white. People are racist because what they've been taught. This whole structural system is racist. It's a racist system. It's based on racism. It was created in racism. And you guys are just living the dream. Y'all just living a dream. I mean, does that inherently make you racist because you're benefiting and living the dream? But you don't understand, you are a part of this racist system and you're benefiting from it. Now, how you would correct it, I'm not 100% for sure. Are you going to give up the shit you got? Of course not. Can you help make the system more equal? Yes, of course. That's what you need to do. How do I help make the system more equal? I definitely don't continue to ignore it. Oh, I'm Billy Bob and I got my good job and my wife and my 3 kids, and then I see someone over here struggling, or I'm a hiring manager, I'm gonna hire Bill instead of Daquan or Jaquan because that's racist. Who's more qualified? Start doing things that level the playing field. If Jaquan is more qualified, that's who the hell I'm hiring. I'm not gonna ignore Jaquan's email when he applies for a job based on his name. See, we do little things and we may not even understand what we're doing or see. Just in our daily lives, a lot of the things we do, or I'm not gonna say I do, a lot of things white America may do is because, and it's racist. You know, I clutch my purse when I walk past a black person or a black man. That's racist. You're afraid of someone just because they're black. But if that was a white man who could still rob you and molest you, you don't clutch that purse. You got to start dealing with those intricate feelings and emotions that you feel as a white person. Because every black person is not a robber. And again, you guys created us. You brought us here. You've educated us. You have taught us. And now you're unhappy with it. You're unhappy with how we act, how we are. But you are our teachers. You are our instructors. Our overseers. So whose fault is it? Something to definitely think about and unpack. But there is a lot. And quick snippet from one of the articles I read, even within our contemporary moment, those black police chiefs, mayors, cabinet officials, members of Congress, professors, directors of human resource offices, chief executive officers, prison wardens, and president and vice president of the United States continue to live within a country predicted upon anti-black racism. Each of those occupied positions mean very little within a context of white supremacy. A lot of trophies, no real power, no real change. Policemen are still killing black people every day. And I'm like, damn, when is it going to end? When did we shot him in the back? No warrant. No offenses. An innocent person, an innocent black man, black women too, just get killed for nothing. Just for being black. If you are that afraid of black people, you should not be a policeman. If you are that afraid of color of skin, you should not be a policeman. Quit. Fire yourself. And a lot of white America is still participating in a racist system. You're reaping the benefits and you're not stopping it. And you're doing nothing to change it. So when you say I'm not racist, you may not do things directly, but you're participating in a racist system. You get benefits, you get rewards, you get the houses, you get the loans, you get the businesses, and we don't get shit. So that's how you still participate. How can you change that? Hey, I see a black group. They're trying to start black business. Let me go donate. Let me go put some of the extra money that I get because I'm white and put over there. Let me vote for black politicians that are really going to do something, really make some changes. Let me be a great teacher. Some of you suck ass as white teachers in black communities. Quit. You're hurting us. You're hurting us. If you don't want every child in a classroom to be brilliant and excellent, no matter what color they are, you need to quit. Go find a job in a farm or something. Go treat somebody like animals, because some teachers, that's how you treat your black students. Get your ass out of the school building. If you work in a business and you're hiring and firing and you discriminate against black people, quit. Quit. You're not helping. You're racist. That's a racist. You're racist. If you've hired somebody just because they're white and not somebody because they're black, you are a racist. You discriminate. You don't need that position. Go look in the mirror. If you work at a bank and just because someone is black and they don't get the loan because of the color of their skin, quit. Fire your goddamn self. Quit. You're a racist. If you treat people based on the color of their skin, quit. Quit being a person. Go be an alien. Go to another planet. Quit. That's racist. If you look at people, oh, they're a criminal, that's a thug. If you're afraid of black people, and shit, some people, whoa, he look crazy, but some people, they look normal. Don't be stupid, but every black man is not a criminal. Every black man is not going to rob you. Every black man is not going to beat you up when you walk down the street. And it's stupid. It's really stupid. And for policemen, that's a big thing right now. If you can't look at everyone with the same lens, quit. Quit again. Quit. You don't need to be a policeman. And stop making excuses for these damn police. Oh, I felt threatened. I thought he had a gun. Quit. Let people go. Shit. I would rather let somebody run off and go than just shoot them and I don't know what the hell they got in their hand. You can have a damn popsicle in his hand. Oh, I shot him. Sometimes black men have nothing in their hands. They're not criminals. They're walking down the street. They just came out their house. They were asleep on the couch and they get shot and killed. They have cigarettes and they're selling illegal cigarettes, but you get to die because you're black. Racist. That's racism. And it exists every day. It's just a lot that has to stop. Here's a quick 10 ways white people are more racist than they realize. This is an article from salon.com. Look, number one, college professors across race, ethnicity, and gender are more likely to respond to queries from students they believe are white males. That's also feminists against women, but definitely if you got a black name, like I said, DeQuisha, Lakeisha, Keisha. I felt discriminated against in college. You know, you start a new class, they don't know your name, they just know your name. They can't match you up with a name and a face. Composition class, KCK, community college. Dang, I don't remember his name. First paper, got an A. My name is actually a foreign name, a male name. First paper, got an A. Second paper, after you do your introduction, he knows who you are, a C. So how did I go from an A to a C? Now you know who I am. I'm a black woman. Wrote in the same type of style. So I went from an A to C. I ended up with a C in that class. I believe because I was black. Now, if he no longer knew what I looked like or who I was, I probably would have got an A in that class. I felt I was discriminated against. But what would I have done? 20 years old. What was I gonna say or do? Who was I gonna go to? Quit the class? Pay for a class? Unnecessarily. But that did let me pick more classes with black instructors. Number two, white people, including white children, are less moved by the pain of people of color, including children of color, than by the pain of fellow whites. The first found that around age 7, white children began to believe black children are less susceptible to pain than white children. Another study found that emergency room personnel are less likely to give African American and Latino Hispanic children pain medication, even when they are experiencing severe abdominal pain. The same study also found that even when the same tests are ordered, black and Hispanic children face significantly longer emergency room waits. A third study found that white people feel less empathy toward black people in pain than they do for whites experiencing pain. Racism. Number 3, white people are more likely to have done illegal drugs than blacks or Latinos, but are far less likely to go to jail for it. that jail time is different for whites and blacks. Even this young man, it's mental illness. If somebody black did this, put them under the jail. The shooting, if they're white, it's mental illness. We're going to take him to Burger King before we take him to jail. We're going to handcuff him quietly without violence. A black man, he probably been dead. And that's racism, you guys. Come on now. We can't keep ignoring and just following the flow of things. Sometimes things need to be stopped. We even see it in arrests. Every now and then you'll see a white person getting their ass kicked or killed, but black people, it's a whole different story. It's a whole different drama when a black man get arrested or a black woman. Number 4, black men are sentenced to far lengthier prison sentences than white men for the same crimes. The same exact thing. That's racism. That's discrimination. A 2012 study, you can imagine what it is now, by the United States Sentencing Commission found black men were sentenced to prison terms nearly 20% longer than white men for similar crimes. To break those numbers down further, from January 2005 to December 2007, sentences for black males were 15.2% longer than those of their white counterparts, which creates families without fathers, which creates more problems for black people, which creates more struggles. But you guys want to say, oh, black America does this. They don't. You were treated different. Total different playing field. From December 2007 to September 2011, that number actually increased, with differences in sentences growing to 19.5%. Put them down more, keep them down more. That's racism. Gets worse. It don't get better. Number 5, white people, including police, see black children as older and less innocent than white children. Oh, we see that. I've seen that too. We putting them in handcuffs, pulling guns on them. But if that was a little white boy or a little white girl, what's wrong, little Bobby and little Becky? Come here. Where's your mom? Let me call your mom. Black people pulling guns. What you doing? Why you here? Why you in America? Why you black? A UCLA psychological study surveyed mostly white male police officers to determine prejudice and unconscious dehumanization of black people. Researchers found a correlation between officers who unconsciously dehumanized blacks and those who had used force against black children in custody. The study also found that white female college students saw black and white children as equally innocent until age 9. It's cut off. After which they perceived black boys as significantly older by about 4.5 years and less innocent, of course, black people ain't shit, than their white peers. UCLA researcher Philip Ataba Goff wrote, our research found that black boys can be seen as responsible for their actions at an age when white boys still benefit from the assumption that children are innocent, essentially innocent, which leads right to our next stats. Number 6, black children are more likely to be tried as adults and are given harsher sentences than white children. Of course, that's racism, you guys. Look at it. I don't know if you think about it, disseminate it, assimilate it, look at it, analyze it. A Stanford University study uncovered this sobering information. Simply bringing to mind a black versus white juvenile offender led white study participants to view juveniles in general as significantly more similar to adults in their inherent culpability and to express more support for severe sentencing. That is, when white respondents thought the child on trial was black, they were more likely to endorse sentencing all juveniles to life without parole when they have committed serious violent crimes. Which means more young black men in jail for longer sentences than they needed to. But if they were white, if they were only white, that might explain why of the roughly 2,500 juveniles in the U.S. who have been sentenced to life without parole, nearly all, 97%, were male and 60% black. Interesting study note, for black kids, killing a white person was a good way to end up behind bars for their entire adult life. For white kids, like this young man that just killed 10 people, and other white males, killing a black person actually helped their chances of ensuring their prison stay would be temporary. Woo, that's it right there. Crazy. Number 7. Let me hurry up. White people are more likely to support the criminal justice system, including the death penalty, when they think it's disproportionately punitive toward black people. That's right. White people agree with the criminal justice outcomes more when they think race disproportionately targets black people for incarceration. According to a 2012 Stanford study conducted in liberal San Francisco and New York City When white people were told that black people were unfairly impacted by punitive criminal justice policies like three strikes laws and stop and frisk, they were less likely to advocate for criminal justice reform. That means they want to keep that shit in place. Racism. You guys want to keep things the way they are. You want to put more black people in jail. Keep them in their place. In a similar vein, researchers found that in 2007 that telling whites about racist sentencing laws made them favor harsher sentences. Really? Come on now. That is, racism made them like those sentences more. The study authors write, our most startling finding is that many whites actually become more supportive of the death penalty upon learning that it discriminates against blacks. Number 8, the more stereotypically black a defendant looks in a murder case, the higher the likelihood he will be sentenced to death. Damn. This is perhaps one of the most horrifying findings in a list of horrifying findings. To quote the study, the degree to which the defendant is perceived to have a stereotypical black appearance, e.g. broad nose, thick lips, dark skin, could mean the difference between a sentence of life or death, particularly if his victim was white. Number 9, conversely, white people falsely recall black men they perceive as being smart as being lighter skinned. See all these subtleties of just a skewed perception of reality and life. Here's another incredible, though not entirely surprising study finding. Nothing surprises me anymore about white racism, white supremacists, white America, nothing. I'm no longer surprised. It's normal. When white people encounter the faces of African American men they are primed to believe are educated, they later recall those individuals as being lighter skinned than they actually were, more white. The researchers developed a name for this phenomenon, skin tone memory bias. Got a name for it. This compulsion was chalked up to stereotypical beliefs about dark skin and its correlation with negative traits, to reckon with the cognitive dissonance created by perceiving a black man as educated white participants unconsciously. And a lot of this stuff is unconscious. You guys got to start looking at what you do, how you think, how you see the world, how you see black people. Realign that intelligence with skin that more closely approximated whiteness. And number 10, a number of studies find white people view lighter skinned African Americans and Latinos as more intelligent. Absolutely incorrect. Is dumb white people, dumb black people, dumb Mexicans, dumb Chinese, Asians, dumb all kind of people. Color means nothing. As more intelligent, competent, trustworthy, and reliable than their darker skinned peers. Now that's just retarded. A 2006 study found that dark skinned black men with MBAs were less likely to be hired. Economics. As an intelligent black person, I can't get what an intelligent white person can get. I can't get the same thing. That's racism. That's discrimination. Less likely to be hired than lighter skinned black men who only possess bachelor's degrees. So you're going to hire a man that's less intelligent because of his skin color. Now that's stupid. You're not even helping your own business. Hire based on talent, skill. A 2010 study in North Carolina found that light-skinned black women receive shorter prison terms than darker-skinned black women. More racism, more discrimination. It just never ends. And a 2012 Villanova University study found that African American and Latino respondents with the lightest skin are several times more likely to be seen by whites as intelligent compared with those with the darkest skin. Racism. And it gets old. Like I said, I'm so tired of a lot of stuff. Just stupid stuff. Doesn't make sense. If it doesn't make sense, it's probably not correct. Why are white people racist? You're racist because you've been taught to be racist. You're in a racist system. You may not realize you're racist, but a lot of things you participate in and benefit from are racist. I'm sorry to tell you guys. Even if you don't do anything, what's the word? Intentional, you're still participating in racism. You're benefiting. It's yeah. I'm getting tired, y'all. It's after 11:16, 5/18/2022. But you guys are racist because this is a racist world. You grew up, your elders, your ancestors, and as them being benefited from slavery, and you guys are still benefiting from slavery. We're no longer physically enslaved. We're more mentally and financially enslaved by you guys. You're in control. You own everything. You run everything. You've stopped a lot of people and things that were going to put us in a better position, level the playing fields. Y'all stop that. Oh, he got killed. He got shot. Oh, who did it? Oh, we went in and we thought he had a gun. We were doing a no-knock warrant and this and that and stuff like that. But you guys are racist because you continue. Some people are racist, white supremacists, because they're teaching that black. I don't even know what you teach. They're no good. If black people, this white supremacist thinking, if black people ain't shit, they don't work, they're degenerates, no good, why do you even give a fuck about them? That's stupid. Like, that's dumb. Those are the low life. I'm not gonna waste my energy on. I'm not gonna waste my venom and energy on them because they ain't shit. Doesn't that make sense? That's like the black men and all black women ain't shit. And why are you talking about them? Black women ain't shit. Change your topic. Worry about something else. Go mess with white women. The racists. Go mess with them. Whew, Lord. I just do not understand. I don't get the world these days. I'm not understanding. Don't understand. Like my daughter went on a trip. I had to tell her, if you hear gunshots, you gotta run and hide. By yourself. Hide. Run. Why would I have to tell my daughter that she's 16? She's going on a school trip. But there's so much venom and hate for people that can't do anything to you. I can't stop a white person from getting a job. I can't control a bank. I can't stop white people from getting loans. I can't stop white people from progressing in their lives. I can't stop them having generational wealth. I can't stop white people from doing anything. So why are there white races? And that's a question for white people to start asking themselves, start thinking. I can't do anything to you. Black people can't do shit to you. They can harm you physically. And that doesn't happen a lot. If you go look at the statistics, that doesn't happen a lot. So what are you guys afraid of? I was talking with one of my friends. Maybe you're afraid of something, but I say for me, why? We don't have the power. We don't have the finances. We don't have the control. You guys do. And we're not coming after it. I mean, as far as I see, Like I said, black people aren't. We're scared. We're afraid to do for ourselves. Black men are not protecting their communities. They're not leading. So you guys really don't have much to be afraid of. I would say black women are trying to take care of their kids. They're trying to progress themselves. They're not trying to take over white America. So what are you afraid of? But that's just been some of my thoughts on why or white people racist. Stop teaching your children how to be racist. Teach your children everything. This is how the way the world runs. This is what white people are doing. This is what you don't have to participate in. When you start your business, little Billy, hire based on talent. It doesn't matter what someone looks like. Hire based on morals and values. Little Susie, when you become a teacher, teach all those kids like they're all intelligent. They're all ready to learn. When you get out in the world, treat people based on who they are and not what they look like. And that's it. Treat people like you want to be treated. I have a lot of great white friends. They're good people. I could care less what color they are. Yeah, they might benefit some, but they're good to me. So, but anywho, that's been my talk. I think I have talked enough on why or white people racist. And those are just disclaimer. That's my opinion only. I'm nobody. I'm nobody. I don't have any power. I got power over me, and that's it. But that has been my talk on why are white people racist. Everybody change. This world is getting messed up. There's a lot of things going on, and there always have been, but it starts with you. Change something about you. Change something about something you control or something you can do different to make the world a better place. But this has been Real Talk with Amiri. Peace.